Today we are going to discuss that how do we control fire. As you know that in the previous video we have seen that combustion needs some condition, that is fuel, air and heat. So fuel, that is combustible materials, and air, that is a supply of oxygen, and the heat, that means ignition temperature. So as soon as these conditions are there, so the combustion takes place. And uh, in such cases where these conditions are not available, this like fuel, so if the fuel is over, the combustion will also stop. And similarly, when we cut off the air, the cut off the supply of oxygen, the fire is also stopped. So based on this, we are having some point that how do we control fire. You know that fire can be hazardous if handled without care, and you must have heard about the instance that where the fire has taken the shape of a very monster and had caused massive damage to both the life and property. So every city has fire station where mobile firefighting vehicles and the trained staffs are kept for, and they're ready to give the services at any time and any incident. So this is very important that everyone must know how to handle or how to tackle fire, as pouring water cannot stop all the types of fire. So there are some conditions. Let move to the condition. Let's see what are the conditions. So the conditions are, that is, the first one is by using water and by using carbon dioxide. So how we can stop the fire, how can we stop the combustion? So the combustion, that you know that the conditions are very important for the combustion process of combustion. The first one is, that is, combustible substance. If we remove the combustible substance, if we remove the material which is acting as fuel, so that can leads to stop the fire. The supply of supporter of combustion, that is air. If we stop the supply of oxygen to the fuel, to the combustible materials, so this can be done by increasing the concentration of non-supporters, that is non-supporter gas like carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide form a protecting blanket around the fire, and it is heavier than the oxygen. So fire extinguisher, this purpose fire extinguisher can be used, and in that fire extinguisher carbon dioxide is gas is there, and this gas actually make a blanket, and it cut off the supply of oxygen. uh, the next is bringing the ignition temperature lower than the temperature uh, of the substance. That is, if the substance is having, definitely the substance is having some ignition temperature, so if we cool the temperature of that substance and keep the below the ignition temperature, that substance can be stopped. So as fire in some situations, like the fire caught by paper or wood and the other substances, we can use water. So in that condition, that materials are burning with a very high ignition temperature. So by using water, we can stop the combustion process. But sometimes water is not appropriate for stop the process of combustion, because like in case of electrical fire, so water being as very good conductor of electricity, it may give a very high shock to the person, those who are using water to put out the combustion process. And even in the case of fire, when fire is with the fuels like petrol and diesel, so petrol and diesel being lighter than the water, it flows on the surface, and that's why the water is not appropriate way to stop the combustion process. So in this situation, we need to use some other sources, like by using carbon dioxide. So that carbon dioxide will make a blanket on it and uh, supply the to cut off the supply of oxygen. And um, this is the way that the main condition, the important condition for the combustion. So by any mean, if we stop one of the process, one of the condition, if we cut off, so the combustion can be stopped. Now types of combustion. So type of combustions, there are mainly three types of combustion, that is a rapid combustion and spontaneous combustion and explosion. There's a one more type of combustion that is also called as a slow combustion. So what is a rapid combustion? Rapid combustion is a form of combustion in which the large amount of heat and light light energy is released within a short span of time. So it is often result in fire. So that is called as a rapid combustion. And this form of combustion is used in machinery such as in internal combustion engine, like in vehicles the fuel is burned. So it is a type of rapid combustion because the fuel is burning very quickly and it gives energy and in the form of heat and light. The second thing is that is spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion, that means the combustion in which the substance burn without the presence of an external source of heat, and it is called a spontaneous combustion. So in this type of combustion, the substance do not need any of the external sources, but due to some temperature, due to some environmental effect, that the object can catch fire. For example, white phosphorus. White phosphorus has an ignition temperature of 35 degrees Celsius, which catches in fire when exposed to air, even if the external temperature increases by 35 degrees Celsius. The third one is explosion. So in explosion, sometimes a large amount of gas is liberated in combustion beside the production of heat and light. So this sudden evolution of large quantity of gas creates an excessive pressure in the atmosphere, and that leads to give a loud noise. So such type of combustion is also known as explosion. But the best example is burning of crackers. The same type of combustion is used for exploding the rock and mountain for making roads, and the explosive used is dynamite. So by using this type of materials, the loud noise, the loud sound is created in the atmosphere, which gives the vibrations, and it is used to break the mountain to make such roads. The last type of combustion is also called as a slow combustion, and slow combustion is a form of combustion which takes place very slowly and at a very low temperature. A very best example is cellular respiration, and this cellular respiration is also termed as a slow combustion. Thank you so much.